Just like a school report card shows you a child's performance across various subjects, similarly, a CAS statement or consolidated account statement shows you the performance of your investments across your demat and your mutual funds, again spread across various fund houses. So basically, CAS, as the term suggests, is a consolidated view of all your investments made. I'm sure you must be receiving this statement in your email on a monthly basis. If not, then you can pause this video and quickly go to your email and check it, right? Otherwise, in this video, we are telling you step-by-step way in which you can download your CAS statement. But one thing to note is that your CAS statement comes to your email ID. So if your email ID is not linked to your investments, then it could be tricky to get the real picture of your investments. So we always recommend to all our investors that ensure that your correct email ID and phone number is recorded in all the investments. Nonetheless, let's go through the step-by-step to download the CAS statements. Maybe in our future videos, we can talk about how you can link your email IDs and phone numbers to your investments. So let's get started on how to download your CAS statements. There are two ways to do that. One is by logging into your CAMS and one even without logging. So for the ones who are like, CAMS is not a great platform but have some great statements, can do that too. So in the first part, I'm on my CAMS already logged in, so you can do that. And to learn how to do that, you can check this video. There are a lot of videos that we've done on how to use CAMS, various transactions and statements, and even how to pause or redeem your mutual funds, and for that you can check this video over here. So let's get to the statement. So to download CAS statements, you log into your CAMS and go to statements. Under that you can see CAS. Now this CAS all RTA, so apart from CAMS, even CARVI is an RTA, which basically keeps records of all the mutual fund investments, even for AMCs, right? So you can download for all RTAs or you can download for CAMS. I would prefer let's do it for all RTAs, because if there's any mutual fund which is not there in CAMS but you've been investing in it, then you get a full view of it. So you have to select your PAN. You have to select whether you want a summary analysis or you want a detailed including transaction lists, right? Select your period. You want it for this financial year, previous financial year, or you want for a specific period. Now basically specific period means if someone's starting and they want to know from the beginning of the lifetime how much I've been investing across mutual funds, right? So we can do that as well. So I've selected that. Select folio list. Now this means that with zero balances or without zero balances. Now folio numbers with zero balances means that you must have invested somewhere along the years and also sold it. So now that folio number is nothing but like what you have a bank account number. Your mutual fund account number has no money, so it basically has a zero balance, but at some time in your investing journey you would have invested in it, right? Without zero balances means basically the ones which are active and has some money in them invested for you. Now transacted folio and folios with balances. Right now there are some folios where you would not have transacted in the recent past but must have missed. There are some folios or account numbers like your dormant accounts जहाँ पे थोड़ा पैसा पड़ा है but you've not used that bank account in a while. So similarly with mutual fund, you would have invested 3-4 years ago and you've not used that for a while in this financial year or something like that. Then if you want to know about those as well, then you can specifically download those investment details as well. So I generally prefer that when you are doing it for the first time, then download your CAS statement with zero balances so that you have a complete record of what you've done across mutual funds in the past 10 years. Well, in my case, 10 years. I add a password. This is to just encrypt the file that you will get on your email ID. So this statement would basically come to your email ID, right? And I submit. So here it says your request for a consolidated statement has been submitted and my reference number is so and so. So if I go and check my email, I will find this statement over there. Okay, now let's do step 2 for the ones who don't have a CAMS login but still want this consolidated account statement of all their investments. So for that, basically go to CAMS online, and in that go under statements, right? In statements, you can see CAS, CAMS and K Fintech. K Fintech is basically Carvi, right? So basically, I would select, as I said, CAS, CAMS, and K Fintech so that all my mutual funds across both these platforms are available to me. So the same thing that we selected earlier are selected here. Selecting it from the beginning of time, maybe even 2000, right? There's no harm in selecting years here. If there are no transactions, nothing will be visible. As I explained, folio listing, I generally go for with zero balances. If you're doing it for the first time, if you know the drill, then without zero balances also works. Set up my password and submit. Great. So the cash will go to my email ID. So now when you check your email, you can see that there is a consolidated account statement that has come to your email ID. You can download it and put in the password that you used to set it up. And you can scroll through. Well, mine is a long 27-pager document with all the mutual fund investments, SIPs, redeem, sell, buy that I've done in the past 10 years, basically my lifetime of my past 10 years. That is my investing journey, and I can see the records. Now I'm sure that you'll be like, oh my god, Akruti, how do we even analyze this statement, or how do we even understand this statement? Well, for that we generally use the platform mProfit. You can also do that. We will talk about it in this video, so you can check this video to how to use the CAS statement to keep a track of your investments and how to analyze the transactions in it better. If your transactions are less than CAS statement, you can read through it. It's not that complicated. But yes, mProfit works well. So if you see this, you can see that okay, in 2019 I had these 3 SIPs going into it. This probably got reversed because maybe there were no funds in my bank account, highly possible. And then in May 2020 I redeemed these funds. So my current valuation is zero. So as I said, these are folios with zero balances where I had some investment in the past but I've sold, so my balance is zero, right? Whereas there are some folios with balances as well. So if I scroll down and I see this HDFC ka fund, see my SIPs are going, and then there is an investment here. If you see here, there are terms like switch in, switch out, which is basically STP. So if you want to know what is STP and how to set up STP, you can watch this video over here. Basically, I'm transferring money from my liquid fund to my equity fund on monthly basis. So what you can do is download your CAS statement right now while you're watching this video and go through various transactions in it, and any questions you have, ask in the comments below. If you're a beginner investment, ensure that your same email ID and phone number is put every time you're investing. Even if your parents are investing for you, an agent or someone else is investing for you, just ensure that this is in place, right? CAS becomes like a great way to keep a track of your investments and to understand how your investments are performing month on month. And if you like our video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and do tell us in the comments below as to what more you would like to learn about the whole process of investing in mutual funds and various statements around it, and we would be happy to bring it to you every Wednesday and Saturday only by Wealth Café.